Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin with a look at your national threats forecast. We're starting out in the tropics as we're monitoring a couple of tropical waves out in the Atlantic that have a chance of tropical cyclone development. And also, Tropical Depression 15 is formed off the Cape Verde Islands. Not looking to be much of an issue, though, for land, at least not for the Caribbean or much, of course, in the U.S. either. So that's the good news. But we do have low chances of development for a couple of lows that we're monitoring, one that may enter the Gulf later this week and out into the Eastern Caribbean as well. Now, we are approaching the end of hurricane season, so this is about the time of the year where things start to wind down. So we'll continue to watch for the situation, but I'm hopeful that we're not dealing with anything too significant at this point. We do have a trough of low pressure in the Pacific that's really driving in some impressive moisture, and in the form of cold fronts. This is going to be working its way into the Pacific Northwest, so some wet weather, periods of rain, and even mountain snowfall possible for the Pacific Northwest. Fire danger remaining elevated for parts of the western tier as well into Wyoming, so we'll be watching for that. But one of the big issues that we're noting is the threat for heavy precipitation across the deep south today, and an area of low pressure developing and kind of riding up a stalled front that's going to be setting up for a pretty wet outlook for the eastern seaboard. Much needed rain, by the way, for those in the deep south, and this is where we're tracking some of the heaviest of precipitation, with a swath of about 1 to 3 inches of rain possible and eventually wet in the northeast.